Apprenticeships are really important, again, to start looking at growing our own. Again, maybe not everybody wants that opportunity to go off to university and they want to work, they want to stay in their local area. And I think for an organisation the size of Northumberland County Council, we can give that opportunity. It's a great way for people to remain in the North East so we don't lose that talent elsewhere.
Well, originally I was a university student. Got to February of my second year. A lot of it was quite stressful, high intensity, and I suppose I maybe should have expected that, but at the time it just really caught me off guard and I just found myself not wanting to continue anymore. So I looked at other routes, and the apprenticeships always appealed to me because I had a few friends who've been through apprenticeships. It does have more advantages than going to university personally.
I think the main appeal of it is that you're sort of doing something a little bit more like specialised. You're also getting paid for it, and it's like the experiences that you learn along the way that are beneficial to you.
When joining up in the apprenticeship, when you first get there, you're not just thrown straight into it. The first few weeks are just learning. I'm not a good indoor working person, like office spaces and all that. I'm an outdoor person, I'm quite interactive with my hands. So obviously it allows me to be interactive with my hands and learn in different ways. You get paid to learn, and you're learning outside, you're learning on the job, you're learning everything on the job really.
Apprenticeships are a great way for people to get paid whilst they're learning, but also become part of our workforce from the onset. They don't join us as an apprentice, they join us as an employee and go on to an apprenticeship pathway.
It just gives you a great selection of what you can do and what you can achieve. So you wouldn't need to study it and then get a qualification and go into the working world. You can just be straight in the working world learning and then perhaps get a job out the end of it. You can come from like any kind of background. Like anything you want to do is there for you to do. You just need to find the right place and the right people.
So an apprenticeship is about 20% off the job learning. So you'll go to college, if you're working 5 days a week, you'll go to college 1 day a week. And mine being on a Monday, I can use the rest of the week with what I've learned to more or less apply it to the work role. So it's almost like the 4 other days are revision while you get paid. Out of everything, the qualification to me is what I'm aspiring to get, so I can sort of move on with my qualification, get a higher degree, and work in a higher sort of role within civil engineering.
I think the first time I spoke to my friends about it, I think they were a little bit skeptical because I think they imagined me going to university like everybody else. You know, I find a lot of people go to university just because they're pressured into it. I think a lot of them are actually quite, and I wouldn't go as far to say as jealous, but you know, a few of them are quite envious of the fact that, like, you know, I'm working in a library and I'm also doing an apprenticeship at the same time. You know, it's a very, I think I'm very lucky to have this experience.
I knew about this when I was 16, I would have been straight here. Obviously, it's a great way to learn, it's a great way to get paid while learning. Apprenticeships are the way forward.
I feel a lot more confident within my own life in general, whereas before I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with my life. I wasn't sure if things were right for me. Right now, I feel as though that I'm on a good path and I'm on a path where I can achieve those goals of my future.